right, welcome all. It is Henry Davis here with Unix Gaming. Thanks all for watching, and we're gonna have a very special episode here of Nitro League. So we have Gasper here and Javet of Nitro League, and very excited to have you here. Very stoked to have you here. I love the gameplay. I've checked it out. And yeah, I'm here, and the community's all here. Very excited to get to know you guys more, get to know the project more, and dive deeper into all what you guys have to offer. So, guys, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good to be here.
My pleasure. It always makes me happy to have good conversations with amazing hosts of projects and the settlers of the metaverse, which we are, which is the future. So, very excited. Yeah. Again, thanks for being here, Gasper and Javet. First of all, I would like to know you guys a bit more. So, can you guys introduce yourself a bit? I'm starting with Gasper.
Yeah, sure. So I'm the CMO of Nitro League, so everything regarding marketing. I'm running through the office, not running the marketing at all, but just running through the office and coordinating with all the guys. So so far so good. We did a good job with launch. We are currently in between the Copper launch. So yeah, word to you, Jawad.
Yeah, so I'm Jawad Ashraf. I'm a co-founder and CTO of Terra Virtua. So we're like an NFT platform. It's been around since the middle of last year, which is like 1,000 dog years or 1 million crypto years. Where we came from was back in 2018. We built Metaverse, NFTs, VR, and we realized back in 2018 nobody knew any of that. So then we focused on NFTs to start with. But we've been building our Metaverse for years in VR, and we're going to be launching it next year. So this is where we come together with Nitro League, because like right now you've got a lot of great games which are coming out next year, but the Metaverse, the NFT platform bit often gets neglected. So we're bringing that all to Nitro League and working with that in a partnership. So that's a little bit about what we are.
All right, wow. Thanks a lot for the introduction. And you guys actually already started straight up with the real Metaverse and VR and straight up, okay, I haven't really seen a project really doing that yet. So excited to see where it goes. So yeah, again, thanks a lot for sharing. Like, so we have the CMO here right now and the co-founder, the CTO, right?
Yeah, so I'm CTO of Terra Virtua.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for sharing that. So you're a co-founder, right? So you were there from the beginning as well.
Yeah, no. So what's happened is since Nitro League has come together, we've been working hand in hand with the team right from day one. So Gasper and the Nitro team have been building out this incredible game, and we've been right there at the beginning, making sure that when the game launches, they've got a marketplace. There's going to be a social place. So imagine this is where we want to be in 6 months' time. Let's say that you've got massive Nitro League races happening. You'll be able to walk into a guild hall in VR for Unix, watch it on massive screens, and have all of the cars all around you in a massive auditorium, and all be talking at the same time. So that's what we're bringing to the table.
Sounds
because that's what we want to do. We want play-to-earn games to come into Terra Virtua, and these guys are actually building out the game itself with their own Nitroverse, which is going to be really cool. They haven't announced much around it, but they're building some really cool stuff. And what we want to do in Terra Virtua is basically bring in the guilds, bring in all the play-to-earn games, and give everyone support along the way. And like, it's really interesting, even the way that you guys launched. Copper launch wasn't around when we launched our IEO, so we had very, very few options on how we list Terra Virtua. So we're on Binance. We listed last December, but like now there's so many more options, and these guys, it's they've been doing things in a very creative way. So it's been interesting to be part of the rollout, but also, they're talking to us, we're giving advice, because a rising tide raises all ships, right? And that's always been our philosophy in Terra Virtua. We're going to be part and parcel of everything to help people out, because 100%. Your success is our success. Everyone's, Unix, Nitro's, everybody's. But like, I keep talking about Terra Virtua. I mean, this is about Nitro, so let's talk about Nitro.
Even more excited.
Exactly.
No, I love how passionate you are, and I see it in your eyes, like fire. Your eyes.
We love this. We love this. It's great. I mean, this is the best space to be in the universe. You know, there's nothing better than being in crypto, in the birth of play to earn, seeing guilds established. You know, we're going to have guilds bigger than countries, and there's going to be economies created now. That we're right now at the beginning of a new era, and we're so
for sure. Yeah. We're the settler phase for sure. Still,
absolutely.
Yeah, just imagine next year coming into Nitro, it will feel the same way as it is this week coming into Abu Dhabi for F1 race.
All right.
Same experience.
Okay.
That's why we have Terra Virtual on board, because we saw it, what they are doing, and we just jumped in.
Amazing. Yeah, thanks a lot for sharing that so far. Again, I love the passion for you both guys, and you guys said that you started this like the NFT and the whole play to earn space already in 2018, where there was not really a hype yet, but you guys probably already saw the future and straight went into it. So can you tell me a bit about how the process went? So like you guys started 2018. What happened from there to there? Like what things happened so far? Because we're already a couple years ahead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, so back in 2018, when everyone was heading into crypto, what you saw then was a lot of projects which were aspirational but didn't have product. Okay, so a lot of people were speaking about everything. They raised a lot of money, and having people in the market who actually were building was really rare. So at Terra Virtual, we realized that NFTs is the thing that needed to be built. We've been building with multiple brands, and those brand partnerships will feed straight into Nitro. I mean, avatars are a big thing. So in Terra Virtual, we've got avatars, we've got metaverse, but the whole thing about what we want to do with Nitro League, imagine putting a Bored Ape in a Nitro car, and that adding attributes to the racing stats of the car in Nitro. Imagine we've got our own VFlex, which are like a digital robots, which are like their own little Funkos. And imagine those drivers, which are going to be used all around the metaverse, have Nitro drivers, and they add stats to the cars. So the philosophy behind what we did with Nitro was, imagine you go to a marketplace, you can buy your car, you can trade your car, you can upgrade it, and then you have all that wonderful experience. Because right now what happens is that when a great play-to-earn project comes out, they can either build the marketplace and the metaverse, or they can focus on the game. And they can't do both at the same time. Now, imagine if you can buy this. The Genesis cars are going to be on Terra Virtua later this week. Gasper, I'm sure, will be announcing it to the world, but the Genesis cars are going to be there to buy.
The Genesis cars, when are the Genesis cars coming out?
So basically, the Nitro is going to have playable tracks early next year. So, and effectively what we're doing is that we're doing a drop of the first cars. You know, you saw that trailer? But imagine there's a batch of insane looking cars that are going to be launched on Terra Virtua at the end of this week. And those cars
end of this week.
And we're not messing around. This isn't like, yeah, let's talk about it and here's a screenshot. And these cars are good to go. All right.
All right.
And at the end of this week, after the IDO is complete, we're going to be dropping the Nitro League cars on Terra Virtua and those Genesis cars. So let's say you bought one. If when the game launches, if I race against you and it's a pink slip race and you lose, I get your car and I can scrap it for NFT parts.
Oh, no way.
That can be used for NFT upgrades for other cars. So that's the sort of ambition that you've got with the team. So we're working very hand in hand to create this new gameplay experience. And this, coming back to your first question, this is actually the natural evolution step. Teams like Nitro are putting together games with real emphasis on gameplay and AAA quality. Nitro comes from a new studio called Hotwire, and they've got an engineering team that have actually put together 700 people, over 500 million downloads of games on their app store. So this isn't like a new sort of a bunch of people trying to make a game that don't know how to do it. And no one in the Nitro team, and even Terra Virtua, underestimates how hard it is to get a great game. And that's why I think this year.
Oh, for sure.
Oh
like this whole coding and then test. Like coding is not the biggest problem. And then testing and then so many things come up. Like
balancing the gameplay, making the gameplay really work. I mean, the architects these guys have got, the gameplay architects. They spent 6 months just on design of the architecture and all the blockchain technology around it before they drew the first car or they did the concept artwork. Because let's face it, like scholarship programs, administration of scholarship programs, the way the assets are held, the transferability of them, the way the whole economy works, the balancing of that, that's the tricky part. And then you've got the bit where you've got great tech and terrible games. So you've got to make it look visually neat for speed and cutting edge. So that's what these guys have been putting together. It's like the best of both. They've got the engineering team, they've got the blockchain devs, and they've got a AAA like execution team. You know, like
That's awesome.
There's a wider team there. Gasper's the pretty face in Nitro, but then we've got Zainab, who's a CEO, and like she's like this gamer chick who knows her stuff and been executing and stuff for years. We've got people who've worked with multiple blockchain companies, because the key is execution. That's what you learn from the lesson from 2018. It's great to talk, but you've got to deliver. And that's really what this partnership is about, because these guys realize that you can't do everything. And that's why you're seeing great games where they just assets out on OpenSea, and they wish that one day they'll have a workable product.
No, for sure. They're like, it's a hype right now, right? So we see so many different games popping up. Like so many trashy games. Maybe that's an ecosystem. There will be failures for sure. They made some money quick. Like people who play the game can make some money quick, but we see already like a lot of games already dropping like in hype. Already lots of things going on. So yes, like with the gameplay, we believe in you guys. We believe that you guys can make a beautiful, amazing, awesome game. But what about the ecosystem? Like people come there, like it's play to earn on the blockchain and everything, and people also want to earn and stuff, right? It's like they just don't want to only make play like game with amazing cars, but they also want to earn something. Can you tell me more about like the ecosystem? Like how can you earn?
Just went all in the beginning, so just spoiler alert all over the place.
Like you guys go fast, so I need to ramp it up a bit with you guys.
So regarding what all the things that you're going to be able to do in the game are just amazing, so incredible. So let's start from the beginning, so we won't jump to the end of the game. So in the beginning, you come in, you will get all these cars that Jawad already announced coming to marketplace. You will be able to buy them. Then second phase.
One quick thing in between. You guys are launching next week on your own marketplace, right? It's going to be your own marketplace.
No. We are launching on Copper right now. We are live on Copper, and on marketplace that Jawad was talking about, it will be marketplace for NFTs. So for the cars, first generation.
Yes. For the NFTs I'm talking about. So that's going to be
so that will be on marketplace. So on TerraVirtual.io, we've got our marketplace. And basically, like we've got multiple brands already there. So TerraVirtual.io, that's going to have its own Nitro landing page. All the NFTs are going to be there. And in March next year, it's spinning out into its own white label powered full-on Nitro marketplace. So they're taking a white label version of TerraVirtua, and they're going to use it. But we don't want to wait 4 months or 5 months before you can start buying the NFTs. So to start with, we're going to bring it on Terra, and we'll do our best to hype it up, because we have the audience already, and a lot of guys, you got to like hype up on your own. So we want to bring it in, and we want to do cool stuff, because we're already partnered with movie studios and bands and all sorts of stuff. I want to see skinned cars, which are with big brands on them. You've seen collaborations like with Nike and Bored Apes. We have Hashmarks, Bored Apes. We got all sorts of IPs. Wouldn't it be cool if you could have a special edition of the cars with your avatar on the bonnet as a design? That's the sort of stuff we'll be able to pull off.
Gotcha. So it's going to be launched on your own platform very soon. Can you tell me more about the price? Like how much is going to be the minting price?
Yeah, right now we're discussing it internally to try to get the price right. But like one thing that we think is really important is to have pricing which is accessible to everyone. So so we have 5 tiers of rarity, and you know the cheapest price cars are going to be sub $100 for these beautiful 3D models, and they are stunning. You know, so like around, if you go to Crypto Motors and a few others, everything's like half an ETH or an ETH, but we think accessibility is really important. And it's more important for the people who buy these cars to have them as super valuable. You know, there's no money to be made in this. It's all about making the community have the coolest possible kit from day one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for sharing that. There was a small network error, I think. But yes, yeah. So you're still guys discussing about exactly the mid price. You guys have different tiers for the more rare ones, etc. But they're all gonna be amazing, as you say.
Yeah.
Still discussing more about that. So thanks a lot for sharing. And they would be purchased with Nitro token.
No, the way that we've done it is that when you come onto Terra Virtua, you can actually sign up with a credit card, or you can connect up your MetaMask wallet. So you'll be able to buy them with ETH, or you'll be able to buy them with credit card, because the whole idea is accessibility. In crypto, we tend to talk a lot about crypto, and actually our view is no one cares. When you make an in-app purchase, does anyone care how the tech works? And gamers just want to play the game. So as long as it's a currency and you've got trust, having a crypto market and MetaMask is actually, we have a crypto community, but if you really want to grow it, bring everyone in. So that's what
I like that. I like that when projects really also think about how to mass influence the market and the game space and try to bring them on as well.
Yeah, and that's key. So even Nitro's white label is going to have the ability to take the token and go ahead and use it to build things in the car. So awesome. The Nitro is going to be less of a payment token and more of a utility token. It'll give you access to events, upgrades, all sorts of things. Once you start using your token as a straight payment token, and all of a sudden the SEC and everyone is talking about, well, is it a payment methodology? Is it security? We've gone through the loop enough times to say to the guys, nope, don't use Nitro directly.
Yes. That's smart. Yeah, there are like a lot of projects who also start without really thinking long term, right? So those things also like about security tokens and all this stuff also get like backlashes and all this stuff. So I like that. I like that you guys thinking about it, that you're actually thinking long term and trying to establish a long term business here. Thanks a lot for sharing that. So I want to go back to Gasper because like I filter in there with NFT platform. So yeah, we were talking about the ecosystem there.
Yeah. So we were starting with NFTs, yes, and then we came to the cars. And once you buy the car, the next step for us will be presenting you a garage or museum. And then you will be able to showcase your cars, everything, all the NFTs you own, you'll be able to put it on display for all the people.
Go right there, I'll check my cars.
Exactly, that's the thing. Next year, we'll start launching the game, single player, multiplayer, and this all will be then connected to the metaverse. And then we'll create our own Nitroverse. And you will be having these competitions, different racetracks, partnership with different companies who will want to own those racetracks. And then there's such a great economy behind it, because when you will be able to participate in these racetracks, also the owners of this retail thing, racetrack or parts of it, you can like micromanage it, and everybody will be able to participate in earning what you were asking in the beginning. So you'll have tons of different ways of earning in the game and still be able to just enjoy really good racing game at the same time.
All right, awesome. That sounds good. The only thing is like with an ecosystem, with games and everything, it's also important to keep the token up, right? To keep the token up in price and not get diluted or anything. So what are you doing exactly next to the amazing ecosystem you said you have to really keep the token price up? Because there are gonna be also just investors who invest in the token, who are also there to want to see the token growth. So what are you doing to keep the token up? Like, do you have some burn mechanisms or please tell me more about that.
No, we are not burning any tokens. So we are here for a long play. We won't be here overnight, burn all the tokens and then gone. So the total plan of the game is to become a legacy like Need for Speed. So 15, 20 years. We want our kids to be playing Nitro League. So token utilities, like Jawad mentioned, you will be using it for fuel to race tickets. So however, you will want to participate in the game after stepping up your notch, so growing for a few levels, then you'll have to buy more fuel. You'll have to buy, like if you want to race with me for a while, like if I have a really fancy car in garage and you want to race it for that, you'll have to raise your bet also with me. I won't just let you take my car for nothing, you know.
So, I got it. So it's it's like really peer to peer, right? So you race with someone, and if you lose, you just lose your car, and like
And that's just one play mode. I mean, there's going to be multiple play modes. Imagine in the future you'll have demolition derbies. You know, think about how many flavors of tournaments you can have, and imagine having tracks which are actually not just owned by Nitro, but are actually driven by DAOs. Imagine creators who are able to create their own cars and content. The whole growth of any platform is to enable the community. So imagine we're talking long-term vision now, but just imagine, and that's why we liked when we spoke to these guys, because we're thinking along similar lines. Imagine Nitroverse in the future, and then you have a creator who creates an insane track and a DAO that votes it in. And the DAO can then take a share of the revenues for all the players who come into that. And the cars themselves are created by creators in the outside world that the community's voted in. That's the future of gaming. It's where everyone plays. You know, one thing you spoke about the token, it's that economy outside the economy, whereas a lot of thought has been going on. Because there's an economy in the game, but there's an economy outside the game as well, which is with the guilds, the scholarships, the programs, and a lot of them feed in both. So you've got to model them from both sides. And that's what, so one of the people instrumental in Nitro League is David Atkinson. He's like one of the founders of Holochain. He's designed over 100 crypto economies, and this guy has been building this out. And I've been seeing in some of these guys' brainstorming sessions, just thinking, oh, I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but like, there's a lot of thought about the token, the utility, and you know what? When it comes down to the token, if you offset the acquisition of users and growth with the token and the tokenomics, then the token price will go up because you're offsetting the tokens that are being released with the new marketplace users you're bringing in. So the whole idea is to grow it. You know, these guys want to have just like you said, Gasper's kids are going to be playing this. So that's really where it's all at, and that's really our ethos as well. We want to create a legacy here. We're building the future.
I get it. I love the long-term vision as well, but also on the other side, you have investors and all this stuff, and they also want the price to go up, or like they want to hear any updates or any partnerships.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've had this with Terra Virtua. You know, like at the end of the day, when people invested into, so that like the lead fund that invested into this was SL2, it's basically the philosophy of investors that you bring in has got to buy into the long term. So the investor set that's in Nitro, these aren't guys who are looking to get a token, pump it, shill it, and get out. They don't even get to invest. This private round was incredibly oversubscribed, and that's why you got people like Mashable, you got people like Woodstock, you got AAA funds coming in. You know, and you got advisors from Delphi, you've got advisors from YGG. So you're talking about people who know the space. And if investors just want a short-term token pump and then to get out, don't invest in Nitro. You know, this is going to be something which is going to have a multiplier, and it's going to go ballistic in the long term, is our belief. But like, it only comes from thinking long term. And if the short term, fine. But even the tokenomics has made it such that there's a 1 month cliff before any investors can invest, and they're vested over a period of time. And if they want to go out, let them go out, and somebody else is going to buy the tokens and make the revenues. You never can be at the mercy of your investors. You're building a project, and your decision should never be influenced by that, is my view.
I agree completely. Like, this is like from standpoints from people who invest, come in communities, they can be sometimes harsh, and they want to see like, well, what's up next, and like what are our next updates. So like we see the price rise. But are there any updates, like, or any partnerships or anything that you guys want to, like, some rumors maybe that's going on right now, that's like some awesome things to share here with the community?
Yeah, they're not rumors at all. They're just partners already. So we have, like Jawad mentioned, they're like Skyman Ventures, SL2 Capital, Woodstock, and so on. So they're big investor name already. And we are partnering up with all different guilds as well, like Unix, yourself, YGG, YGGC, MGG, and they keep coming and asking us for partnerships. So, and we are also very keen to work with them and meet halfway. It's not just about them supporting us, it's about us supporting them as well, because we want to become part of those bigger communities and building clans in between the metaverse that we are creating with Terra Virtual as well. So about partnership, yeah, they're lined up. We will have partnership spotlight for each day after the IDO is finished, and you will get to know everyone and what they're doing and how we are cooperating with them and how we will benefit and how they will benefit from us as well.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Like, yeah, partnerships are everything here. There are some big names you shared with VCs and people were backing you up. So that's awesome to have those people on your sides. Of course, like guilds like us, other guilds. It's always great for play to earn games as well. Use their communities, always looking for scholarships, and we're always also looking how we can help out games, because like we also as Unix truly believe in the metaverse is the future, and we really want to get the most out of it, and especially projects we love, we want to help, and yeah, thanks again for being here. Myself personally also always like to dig a bit deeper and get to know the people behind the project. So again, thanks for being here. So yes, like so for the long-term vision, you guys have a lot of things set up. We talked about partners, we talked about the in-game economies, the NFT marketplace. Within that, is there something else you guys like to share, something important within maybe the game or the NFT marketplace or anything within that you guys want to share, or something that you guys are super proud about?
Yeah, well, let's just sum it up, because I think we told pretty much everything. You drilled pretty well into us, so we to sum it up, yeah, number one for sure, metaverse linked. Like Jawad said, imagine you're Bored Ape or CryptoPunk just driving around our metaverse or any other virtual world. Then you have awesome mobile gameplay. Everybody will be able, not just crypto savvy people, pretty much everyone with the phone in their pocket will be able to play Nitro League game. And then there is no other storyline or missions designed like it is in Nitro League game. So that's quickly for summing it up. But Jawad, if you have anything to add.
Awesome. Yeah. One thing I forgot to ask, like what chain are you guys built on?
Built on Polygon.
On Polygon.
Yeah, Polygon, the back end.
All right.
It's one of those things that, you know, if you want to work with brands, especially, and if you want brands coming into Nitro, the first question we get asked to Terra Virtual all the time is, what chain are you on? You know, how much power consumption there is. If you want to go mass market, things like that are going to be very, very important to brands. So Polygon, you know, we're really good friends with Sandeep and the crew at Polygon. We love their future roadmap. And what they're doing is really, really cool. I mean, who knows? In the end, it could be running on the Nitro chain because they're going to OEM. But like, it's a cool one. And our philosophy is we're partnering with a lot of really lovely layer ones as well. But you got to go where the audience is. And the fact it's an L2 means you can easily bridge your asset across Ethereum and then back again.
Amazing. So yes, Polygon is, I think, for now, one of the best chains to build games on, as the speed and the energy that it costs, for sure. I see some on Binance as well, but I think Polygon definitely wins, and it's very easy to bridge that through Ethereum. So I think that's a smart decision you guys made.
Thanks.
Yes. So yeah, like I see you guys talking as this is like your baby, and you guys both are very exciting and like yeah, very very happy for the future of this project of Nitro. Yes, is there anything else maybe that I missed out that you guys really want to share or really want to tell the community?
Just from my side, it's like we want to work really closely with guilds and communities, a gamer community. So the whole thing, everything that we're doing in Terra and in Nitro, we're looking for the community to become more engaged. Come into the Telegrams for both of us, Terra Virtua and for Nitro. You know, engage with us and tell us what you want, and we can work with you guys to build a better product. And don't forget that the whole thing's running on copper now, and it's something that we just love you guys to ape in, because we want everyone to be part of this. This is going to be something.
Yes, where we can find you right now on Copper Lounge, on the IDOs right now on Copper Lounge. So yes, if you guys want to invest on the IDO right now, is I think a great moment to get in before we get traded on the other markets. So Copper Lounge, the links will be down below. Why did you decide to go for Copper Lounge, by the way?
Truth to be told, we are doing triple threat. So we've been already on Polka Starter, we did Polygon, and now the last stop is Copper Launch. So we are the pioneers of this area, because nobody have done it before. We went through some long nights because of it, but in the end,
we did something,
pretty well, did it correctly. We do not regret anything that we did, so it's awesome thing that we did it. And now Copper Launch is the last stage before going on DEXs.
I mean, these guys sold out on Polka Starter, the first phase of the launch. It was $750,000, and they sold out in 4 minutes. Now that's a record.
Yeah.
You know? But you know, the interesting thing, you know, if these fair price platforms are out when Terra Virtual launched, we would have definitely launched them, because right now Polka Starter is great, but it's a little bit like a lottery. With fair price auctions like Polygon, where they did the second one, people were able to buy in and then trade their rights of ownership of the token even before the auction ended. So they could actually make money on the right of ownership, which means that apes can't do, or whales can't just ape in and take all the supply. It's not a random lottery. And if you believe in the project and you're behind it, these fair price auctions, I think, are the future of IDOs. It's time, I think.
Amazing. It's smart right now. It's like there are lots of big launch pads with big communities, and Copper also had its own hype. So why not test it all?
No one needs
Didn't expect that answer, huh?
You know, I saw Gasper a week ago. He had a full head of hair. Seriously, he had locks, long locks. It's all gone.
Awesome. So yes, I think so far everything I want to know has been handled. And in the meantime, there has been some community questions going on as well. And you guys want to give away something very special as well, I heard.
Yes, that's correct. It comes from Terra Virtual Marketplace, and it's our own Nitro League Reflect for one of your community members.
All right, wow. So you guys giving away one NFT to community?
Yes.
Amazing. Right. I got some questions. I'm gonna answer them from the community, and you guys can decide which question you like the most, and then we can. That will be.
Okay, Jawad, do the honors, and I can answer.
Awesome. So we have Gia Alonso. Ask, is Nitro League available on PC? And can we use the wheel controller that is similar to other racing games like Forza? I would love to have a real-time experience and really love your project.
Well, that's really nice. I know for a fact, because I've seen people doing it, is using a wheel controller on it, because that's part of the experience, right? So but the whole idea is that initially, because it's our mobile first, the whole thing is going to be done via phone tilting and things like that. But when these guys actually go and do a desktop version, I mean, I've seen it. I mean, I've even seen the track in VR, you know, so there's a lot of things that are going to come down the road, but right now it's mobile first, because especially when it's play to earn, you want it accessible to everyone. So the whole thing's working on a $30 mobile phone. And so there's a high-end experience, and then you've got the experience to try to give it to everyone. And the focus, I know that I've spoken to the team lots of times, the primary focus is to get it out on mobile into hands of as many people as possible.
Amazing. Thanks a lot for the answer. It makes sense. We got another one, Roxanne. She's asking, will you invest in graphics or will you focus more on gameplay?
That was what we answered in the beginning. So we are not investing in any of those. We are investing in all So we want to have great gameplay. You can check on our webpage, or you can go to YouTube. So you'll see gameplay trailer, and then just check our graphics, or go on Twitter, where we post these insanely good-looking cars, and we will combine those. We already did, but we will combine those. And on the other hand, we have David Atkinson, who built it like great blockchains behind it, and we have token economies connected with the gameplay and the graphics. So that's where we differentiate from the others games at the moment, because you always have good gameplay and bad economics, and then you have great like blockchain part and bad gameplay. So that was the first thing that we sit down at the table.
You guys actually took some time and actually thought about everything, and actually tried to make the best out of all aspects here in this.
Yeah, we just saw the problem and started solving it with,
Awesome.
and then just adding on the layers to make it.
I like that.
Better.
Yeah, again, to share, I've seen so many great projects actually with great concepts and great teams moving so fast. And within maybe months or a couple of years, they just get destroyed because they're moving too fast. And I think it's really like, if you build a castle, it's good to build on the right foundation instead of castle on sand, because in the end it will fall down if you don't have the right fundamentals.
And I think really, when it comes to games, even if you look at the PlayStation, or any of these consoles, when they come out, loads of games had incredible visuals, and that's what they sold off the back of, and then they just died. Because once you play a game for more than a week, you start forgetting what it looks like visually, and it's all about the gameplay.
Yes.
Because back in the day, we used to play games on these consoles that looked diabolical, but you play them for hours because of the gameplay. So I think the graphics draw people in, but what keep people there is the actual community, the interaction, the gamification, the gameplay, the leveling. It's all about that. If your economy is weak, you can have the prettiest thing in the world, but you won't care after a day.
Sure. There's a sweet spot between everything, right? It's like having the good gameplay, having nice graphics, good economy, and it's hard to find a project like that right now in the space. But yeah, I'm very excited to play the game myself. So yeah, we got Franz here. Another question. He's asking, actually saying I love racing games. I played Forza, Gran Turismo, Need for Speed. Will there be a Unix themed NFT car? If there is, what car do you think it would be?
I'll leave that to you, Jawad. I can see you in your smile. You want to answer it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Of course. Yeah. Of course it'll be a Unix themed car. I mean, we need to sit down. Look, what we want to do is we want to bring guilds into Terra Virtua, and Nitro want to engage the guilds. So I think there needs to be a conversation about a range of guild cars and guild drivers. Let's not stop with one.
All right, awesome. Looking forward for that. Well, what car would it be, you think?
Oh, these are all hyper concept cars. There's something really special.
They're like all concept cars.
Yeah, they're all concept cars. Hang on, let me just.
All right.
Can I share my screen here?
Yes, please do. Please share a couple. I would love to see a couple.
Let me just. So this just literally popped into my WhatsApp. I mean, wouldn't you like a Unix themed one of this? I mean, come on.
That's pretty slick, for sure.
Yeah. So as you can see, it's a new design. So what they've done, they've created multiple classes, and each class is based upon a different philosophy. One slightly more hover, one slightly more retro. So they're all themed. So like the type of car that Unix has, well, it should be across all the classes, don't you think?
I like that. So very creative as well.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And you can add tons of stuff from rims, spoilers, and everything. You'll be able to modify it however you will want to. So if we miss that on.
Thanks for sharing that. Looking forward for that for the Unix car. The next one is from Glenn Abeljuela. He's asking, you guys already shared about the scholarship model, that you guys are gonna have some kind of scholarship model. Can you tell me a bit more about that? Like, how would that look like?
Yeah, so I will
like,
have a lot of cars. You
for
know,
example,
I will play a game, and I'll for sure, I'm a collector. I love sports cars, so I'll have quite a few in my garage. But you know, when you don't have time and you don't have time to drive them all, then I'll just lend you one of my cars, go race with it, win some matches, and then you will earn with my car, and I'll also earn from my car as well. And this will be kind of scholarship thing, you know. I'll lend you the car, you will get prizes for me.
How awesome! That's awesome. Like, how would it look like? So I have some cars in my wallet, right? I have my MetaMask. I have some cars in there.
And then you find a guy who do you want to scholarship, and you will give him access to those cars so he can go and
within the gameplay. Within the gameplay, you're actually
the idea is to have like a whole wrapper to manage it all, because right now it's super clunky, right? So the whole idea is to get the assets and have a very streamlined method to do it. And like we've got wallets to do this in Terra Virtua in terms of transfer, and like we're working with them, with Nitro, to do something similar. And actually related to this, I've just been berated by the CEO of another partner that's working with Nitro League. And so it's a company called Pollinate.io. And what they're doing is allowing guild members to actually raise more funds for their guild, to allow you to buy more assets for your guild members. And also Nitro are going to be doing micro raises for special Genesis NFTs that will give additional benefits in the first version of the game. So essentially what happens is you've got two things. You've got guilds, and the guilds themselves, they have, you know, they've got cars, but some guilds are smaller, and sometimes the guilds want to expand. And so what you can do raises for certain assets that aren't available anything else that you can plug into your guild. So that's what, so if a guild wants to have a car in Nitro, they can come into Pollinate and raise funding for it. And this is again another partnership that Nitro have got, and the CEO of that isn't here, and he's just pinging me on Telegram on saying, "Come on, guys." So I just thought I'd plug it. But it's very, very useful.
All right, that's great. It's like right now there are a lot of games they want to have scholarship models, like what Axie Infinity did, for example, with the Ronin wallet, with all of that you can lend them out. That's all super smart. So you guys gonna have actually in game that you can lend it out without really actually giving them the NFT to their wallet.
And the distribution of funds, because really, you know, like with guilds, a lot of the time, that's a first hurdle. But then when it comes to distribution of funds, a lot of people are still running on spreadsheets. And that whole thing needs to be automated. And then you can add more layers into the scholarship programs as well.
All right. That sounds great. Looking forward for that as well. Thanks for your answer. We got the next one is from Snoopy. Snoopy, does this game have a championship league team racing for players in the near future, like teams in Formula One that have drivers and can structure championships? I think it means like, are there gonna be like events, like championship events? Are you gonna be like giving away, like how would you? So they're gonna be top players, right? They're gonna be players. We're gonna win a lot. We probably have a ranking score. How are you gonna incentivize those top players to play more, or to keep there, to keep playing?
Yeah, there'll be championship like F1 racing. We are even, I don't know if I can reveal, but we are thinking like even bigger scale of just having championships. I won't.
No, you can't talk about that yet. But think about multi-game championships. Think about it that way. That's the only thing we're going to drop in.
All right.
No other things you can sneak in here a little bit in the AMA.
What? Haven't heard.
No other things you can sneak a little bit about in the AMA. Or,
we did already too much.
Okay. I will not go deeper into that then. Yes, something about a copper. Someone who wants to invest, Fancy. How can we buy on copper? Can you explain a bit about how people can buy on copper? It's
Yeah,
not
you just
Ethereum.
go to Copper Launch, auctions, Nitro, connect to MetaMask wallet, and then you can participate. That's it. Easy.
Through the ERC, like through the Ethereum chain.
Yeah,
or Polygon?
ERC20. Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
It's on Ethereum. Yeah.
And they can buy with any token.
Yeah, USDC, but I think they can buy with any token. But then Copper Launch makes conversion to USDC. So ERC20 and USDC. So you have USDC and some Ethereum for gas, and you're fine to go.
All right, amazing. Thanks for that. So yes, with the car, like the car will get upgraded, right? So that you can upgrade the car and tune up the car a bit.
Yeah.
Correct? And they will use Nitro to do that
As well.
Yeah,
one of the possibilities.
Okay, so
yeah. So you will have
the economy's got a few interrelated. There's like in-game tokens as well. So just as you got Secret Love Potion with Axie, there's a few different. You've got your XP, you've got your Rep, you've got your Nitro, and they're all sort of interrelated. All of that, if you go to the Nitro website, it's on the white paper with some really interesting breakdowns of the mechanics. If anyone wants to dig deeper, that's the place to go.
All right, makes sense. Thanks a lot for sharing that. We got another one from Russell. What kind of race does they have? Like, do you have a circuit or a sprint, drag, drift, or like do you combine all of that? Can you tell me more about a bit of the gameplay? Like, how would it be?
So you will have first you'll have single player mission games, then you'll have multiplayer racing with your buddy. You will have time trial, so all sorts of racing competitions there will be available for everyone.
Oh.
You are muted.
You're muted. You're muted.
Excuse me, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Now it's good.
All right, perfect. Yes, thanks for that. So I got two other questions left. And in the meantime, I want to ask, are you giving away one NFT or 10?
Well, if you're pushing us, ask community how many do they want, 1 or 10?
That's like, what do you think? That's not so hard to answer, I think.
Then let's do 10. I will allocate 10 of the Nitro VFlect NFTs, but then you're emptied my pockets.
These will be special. You know, these are only for the community, and there's a very, very limited range. This is going to be like an Uber exclusive VFlex. We got VFlex based on licenses. We got like Elvis VFlex, Godzilla, Kong. You know, these are AAA things, and now all of a sudden you got like a play to earn game. This is going to be a collector's piece.
Wow, awesome. I will write in the question myself as well. No. We got one other one from Reiner Esbar. Yeah. So, what is the way to customize cars? It will be great if we can design our own car, but like, how would it look? How would it look like?
That's what Jawad mentioned before. There is a company we're partnering with, Polygon, and they will be able actually to create and get funded their own car to be created by us. So they will come with an idea what car he would want to have, and then people will kind of, let's say, we can do also up voting, and then if some car will raise enough funds to get to the point where we will make it, then we'll just pick it and we'll
That's
create
super cool.
Yeah,
I love that. So you really bring the community in to bring their own thoughts as well. And if they want to have a super epic special design, you guys give the possibility also to create.
Yes, because without community, there is nothing. And we are aware of that, and we are going towards all the fans of racing, guilds, and everyone, bringing them into the Nitro League game.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing that. We got one more last question of Glendamir. Aside from cool cars, what are the ways of earning? We went already a bit deeper into that, but did you also see this game have some sort of tournaments in the future, like esports? So yeah, like maybe you can summarize again, like what are the ways exactly for people to earn from playing this game?
Yeah, I'll leave it to you, Jawad.
Okay.
Last question.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, there's going to be a lot of leagues and tournaments, and the leagues are going to have different prizes, and the prizes are going to be with Nitro, but they're also going to be inter-game leagues as well. That's going to be there, so you'll be able to earn and bring and through the game, but then also in individual races, multiplayer races. But also, what we're going to be doing is that there's going to be tournaments that we will host in Terra Virtua. And these might be like of groupings that you've never heard before. Like, what if you've got like a major motorsports group who are running real world tournaments, and that one is paralleled in Nitro with a hosting in Terra Virtua. So it's all about doing that, providing ways within the game, but there's always an economy outside the economy. So there's gonna be multiple loops of earning that's there, because you know, ultimately, one of the things about earning as well is it's not just about rich players. It's about giving opportunity to people who don't have opportunity, and that's personally what I love about the whole play to earn space.
100%.
You've had people like you guys are a guild, and you know there are players that have been taken out of poverty, the players that are putting food on the table that could never do that before, and so you've got to provide as many loops of payment as possible.
That's how we all started to start with, right? We started really as a guild from Axie Infinity, and like the SOP price dropped a bit, but like in that time when we started, they could make like more than like double or triple like the average salary of like an average income, right? It's like as in a third world country, right? So imagine, and they will be all get bigger, and more games will have great ecosystems, and they'll be being able to earn a lot. But how amazing is it that the play to earn and the crypto space and the metaverse really can give the opportunities to third world countries to play a game, which is amazing, which is amusable, which is awesome, and also bring food on the table. So
yeah, and just imagine, okay, just to give you a feeling, you know, where you can earn money. Let's think about the metaverse and talk about where it could be. Let's say you could end up having a game which is play to earn. Okay, people are making money in the game, but then people are then making tracks that are then used in the game and licensed to allow other people to bring in cars that they've created to go ahead and earn. So the creator economy is there for the tracks and the cars. Then
that's awesome. So they can actually be part of the designing team, of the developer team. Yes. And okay, that's amazing. I love that.
But then let's take it further. Let's say that you've got people who are musicians, right? Who are artists who are making musical tracks. They're making the engine tones as NFTs that you can link to it. Imagine people are making cinematics for your cars. The idea is to, especially with Terra Virtua, to bring in all the creative stuff into the metaverse. And so it's not just about earning money in playing the game. Think about all of the things that happen in real life when you've got a car. Let's say you've got BMW, Mercedes, and McLaren. These guys launched the F1 event at the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi, overlooking the final race. They were launching, and the whole idea is to bring that cross-pollination in. Bring the real world in, and everything that happens in the real world, music, movies, branding, cross-branding, creation, all of that are ways to earn. It's an economy outside the economy, and this is the future.
I love that. Yes, I also got very excited. I understand where the passion and the fire in your guys' eyes come from. So yeah, I'm gonna thank you very much for explaining everything and being so passionate and your honesty and openness about everything. Yes, are there some last things you guys want to share? We got my questions, we got the community questions. Yeah, we guys can decide the winners of the 10 NFTs. I'm pretty jealous actually. Yes, is there something else? Last final words you guys want to share?
Not really from my side. I'm very happy to be here, to be able to share my passion with you guys. I'm really, really passionate about it. Pretty much I can't express how much. For the awards, how many questions did we get?
I think we got a lot of questions. We just compiled one of the best
Okay, I would just go with the best. So those that we answered, we gave them the reflex.
Awesome. You hear that, guys? Congrats. Congrats, all of you.
Thanks. To the community, sorry.
Yes, yes. You guys hear that well. Congrats, all of you guys. So all the questions were answered here. You guys win some NFTs. We'll guys let you know, like they need to send some like the ERC20 address.
Email. We need their emails, and then they will, after marketplace launches, we will send them instructions to how to redeem the NFT.
Awesome. So guys, for my team, please collect some emails and send them over. Thank you very much for that, guys. Thank you very much for sharing that with the community. Thank you very much also for your time and sharing everything about Nitro. Right now, the Copper Lounge is going for your guys' tokens. So everyone who is also getting passionate, excited to be very early part of Nitro, you guys can right now be part of Nitro by purchasing the token on Copper Lounge. And yes, next to that, all the social links will be down here as well. We shared it everywhere in the Telegram, Twitter, everywhere. You can join their Telegram, can join their Discord. All their channels are going to be down there. So if you want to stay up to date with everything they want to share, there are going to be a lot of new updates coming up. Please join all their socials so you stay tuned. Is there something else you guys want to get followed or something else where they can see everything? What's your guys' main channel?
Just make sure you download the game and play it.
Yes. When is that? When is it exactly coming out?
The first playable version will be most likely in Q2 2022, so in a couple of months.
Awesome, guys. Yeah, imagine what it will also do with the price of the token and the whole community and everything. So, guys, if you want to be early here right now in Nitro, they've been very established already. They've been building already since 2018, where NFTs and play to earn wasn't being spoken about. So. That shows also how fast forward they're thinking in the future and actually, go the right direction. So again, I'm gonna thank you very much, Jawad and Gasper, for being here and for sharing everything in Nitro and being part of Unix as well. Looking forward to do more with you guys and share any updates. And we love to help you guys out with everything we can. So
thank you very much. It was a pleasure being here.
Yes. Yeah. Our pleasure. Thank you very much, guys, and stay connected.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, guys. See you soon.